10 future concept aircraft you have to see. What is on the horizon? What we will see in one quick imagined trip to the future? Well, we came back full of astounding aircraft design and technology you should see. Of course, there has been exponential growth in the industry since its dawn with the Wright Brothers. Every century has been bringing a stage of absolutely new developments in concepts and their respective real-life planes, and the present is no exception. Let's marvel at 10 future concept aircraft you should know. You can pause for a moment and hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to get more interesting content from this channel. Let's get started. Number 10. Lockheed Martin's Hybrid Airship. If the parameters of size, buoyancy, and large weight could be fused, then the resultant form would be the Lockheed Martin Hybrid Airship. But you could be already in the know that the concept is not new. It's actually a rebirth of that old Hindenburg airship whose memories bears horrifying scars thanks to that fateful day. Nevertheless, after long years of research and development, the Lockheed Secretive Skunk Work division in Palmdale, California came up with a new version with an altogether different chemistry in terms of gas composition. Instead of hydrogen, helium has been used to fill the huge inflatable dome inside the plane. The 300 feet long Lockheed airship is designed to be a hovercraft. With its outstanding maneuverability, it will require no airport nor runways to operate. From the hills to the valley floors to the plains, the hybrid plane is the master of all topography. It will ferry up to 20 tons of cargo ranging from military equipment, vehicles, and disaster relief supplies among many other potential duties it is uniquely capable of. Number 9. The Airbus Transparent Aircraft. If you're the type that loves to stick on windows to catch the sights of clouds, birds, beautiful terrain, the stars in the skies, then you should board the Airbus Transparent Aircraft. Oops, its concept is yet to mature, probably by 2050. This brainchild of the Airbus company possesses quite rare features. The seats are designed to conform to the shape of your body to give the utmost comfort throughout the ride. Also, the plane has been constructed with a relaxation zone. In case you get tired of long sitting hours, you can just walk with ease to this zone and stretch out a little, while at the same time being gladdened by the full view of the outside world through the see-through walls of the cabin. The framework design supporting the walls was derived from a bird bonic structure. That blends the ability to see through as well as strength, but the fellows with flight vertigo may as well find other flight options. Number 8. The Workhorse Surefly. Famously known for its eVTOL capabilities, the Workhorse Surefly is a concept come true of the Workhorse company located in Loveland, Ohio, United States. The aircraft has some peculiarity of its kind. Shaped like a drone, the two-seater Surefly is a hybrid airplane using both gasoline and electricity to power its flight. On the 4 large arms fused at a center are 4 large motors with rotors that provide the lift. The Surefly harnesses its power from a 7.5 kilowatt-hour lithium battery pack located at the rear, where there is a 200 HP generator which is used to generate electricity to charge the batteries. Number 7. Airbus Maverick. In an airshow in Singapore in 2020, the European plane makers unveiled a concept plane that will transform the looks of passenger planes. The Airbus Triangular Maverick, an acronym of modern aircraft for validation and experimentation of robust, innovative controls, presents some impressive designs. The body and the wings have been fused, blurring any list distinction between them. The lift is generated across the entire length of the body-wing fuselage. The 2 sets of jet engines are not below the wings as you are accustomed to, rather they are positioned above the fuselage but removed almost to the rear. For the window side lovers, however, the design limits the number available to the passengers. The Airbus design was launched in 2017, and 2 years later, the actual flying concept was successfully tested. The model was 6.5 feet long and had a wingspan of 10.5 foot. Number 6. The Phantom Express. The US Defense Advanced Research Project Agency is set to build a prototype of a space plane. Motivated by the desire to cut down the costs associated with a rocket launch to space, particularly the non-reusable rocket thrusters, the agency partnered with Boeing to design the next-generation reusable rocket launch instrument known as the Phantom Express. About the size of a medium passenger jet, the plane will be launched from a space station as a rocket. Upon reaching the suborbital zone in space, it will eject an independently powered rocket from its underbelly and then return to land smoothly on the runway on Earth. The space agencies and companies such as NASA, SpaceX, and Blue Origins have lauded the idea and are working to speedily adopt it. Number 5. The Flying Saucer. It's quite an amazing plane of the future with an elegant shape and texture, at least as it appears on the screen. The conceptual plane was designed by the Clean Era Project under the leadership of Etnel Staatsma of the Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands. However, many have taunted the idea as untamed imagination, too good to be true. And this is the reason. The plane has no engine, no propulsion mechanisms, just a good-looking saucer-like instrument. Perhaps the goal of the project was to amplify the European goals to design quieter, lightweight, and clean planes for tomorrow. Number 4. The EADS Voltaire. The one identifying feature of the EADS aircraft concept is its ability to run purely on electric energy. The goal of achieving zero carbon emissions has been trending in the air transport sector for some time now, and Voltaire's plane model answers to every prescription of the future clean aircraft. How about the thrust? Voltaire has two counter-rotating propellers joined also to two strong motors by ducted shafts. The power source will come from a dual next-generation lithium batteries which will be housed on the lower front section of the plane. When the batteries run out of charge, they will be swapped with those fully charged at the airport. The concept was unveiled at Paris Air Show in 2011, and it could be flying in real life in less than 25 years. Number 3. The Boeing X-51 Wave Rider. The X-51 Wave Rider is another concept plane by Boeing under re-engineering. The name Wave Rider is derived from its ability to make use of the shockwaves it generates to ensure a hypersonic cruise. The first flight of the unmanned model was on 26 May 2010 and is capable of cruising at hypersonic speed with a peak speed of 5,300 kmh/1. X-51 is a corporate undertaking of the DARPA, the US Navy, NASA, Boeing, and Pratt & Whitney Rocketdyne. It was designed to be used as a research tool for hypersonic speed tests. Number 2. The Icon A5. Manufactured by an American company, the Icon aircraft Icon A5 is tomorrow's plane that has shown up today. Its first typo flew in 2008, and it was not until 6 years later on 7th July 2014 that the first real-life took also to the air in an EAA air venture in Oshkosh. Adding to the list of existing recreational planes, it has however brought in some cool modifications. At the first sight of the cockpit, you would notice more of a sedan luxury car dashboard than a plane. The windshield screen is large and curved toward the front and the sides to provide a good wider view. With the Icon A5, safety comes first. If an unexpected engine failure occurs, A5 was made in a way that will resist spin. Moreover, there's an Icon parachute system that will land the plane safely. Number 1. The Skylon Surface to Orbit. Finally, we are on the Skylon Surface to Orbit aircraft. The double identity Superjet is the brainchild of Abingdon, an England-based aerospace company Reaction Engines Ltd. Designed to use the runway of any airport. It can launch to intercontinental destinations or the Kármán line, the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and the space about 408 kilometers or beyond. The space industry has been doing some quite ugly stuff these days to which they've become accustomed. Thrusters are used to drive rockets beyond the Earth's surface, after which they are disjointed and discarded, thus littering the lower Earth's orbit. But the Skylon Surface to Orbit plane, however, will more than solve this problem. Taking off from airports, they can reach space with ease and without the backup of thrusters, thanks to its powerful synthetic air-breathing engine or Sabre, which can also deliver up to 33,000 pounds into orbit. It's currently in progress and seems to have impressed a whole lot, including the European Space Agency and the UK government, which funded it with about €1 million back in 2009. It's all about time before we see these planes making an appearance. However, there are others which might never see the daylight and remain buried in the minds of the engineers who brought them up. Thanks for watching. Remember to check out our next video for more interesting content.